Now, in order to better track the spread of the coronavirus in Israel, the government has now approved the use of cell phone tracking technology on confirmed coronavirus patients in quarantine. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Netanyahu has greenlit plans to use anti-terror surveillance technology on the entire general Israeli public. And within just 24 hours of the initial push, the Justice Ministry has signed off on the idea. But many are concerned over privacy and civil liberty violations. Well, the Prime Minister's office insists that the plan would only allow limited access to data and that the power would expire at the end of 30 days. And all that remains before implementation, then, is for final approval to be given by the Knesset's Subcommittee on Clandestine Services. Still, where do you draw the line between public freedoms and public safety? Joining us to discuss via Skype is CEO and co-founder of cybersecurity company Safehouse, Liad Herman. Liad, thank you for joining us. Now, let's just start with the how. How can civilians be tracked this way? In what way is the technology used?
So today the government talks about digital means, but what does that actually mean? Starting from cell phone tracking, from cell towers to GPS tracking, towards something more severe, like going into the where do you browse the web, how do you browse the web, and so on. I believe that currently they're speaking about cell phone tracking to find out where coronavirus infected people were physically, and then alerting other people that were around them. But as you said, it's a fine line between how do we use it and if and when should we use it.
Sure. So is there a way maybe in which citizens can protect their privacy to a degree? You know, like who protects our rights really against cyber attacks and misuse of this type of data?
So today in Israel, you have two laws. You have the Chok Haazanot Seter, which is a wiretapping law, which makes sure that the government will only wiretap if there is a security need. And there is Haganat HaPratiyut law, the privacy law, which makes sure that nobody can use your private information. Now, of course, in this kind of emergency, the government sees fit to create special means to track us, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Again, they're doing it mostly to protect us. I think the biggest concern here is the slippery slope of who is going to use it and when things go out of hand. Now, for us, the citizens, we need to be smart about it. Meaning, how can we make sure that we will give the information we want to? So if we walk around the street, should we or shouldn't we carry a cell phone? If we use the internet, we should use means that give us privacy and security. It's not only the government. The last 2 days alone in Safehouse, we've seen a spike of cyber attacks in Israel, copying famous websites like Netflix and PayPal, and we should protect ourselves with any means necessary.
All right, so, are there any other countries in the world that are really using this type of technology to track their citizens to prevent the coronavirus?
Yeah, it's not a thing that is only Israeli. We see it in South Korea, we see it in Taiwan, we see talks about it in Japan, we see talks about it in China, which again, it's hard to say what's true out of there or not. But it's not a unique thing for Israel. It is unique considering the political situation we're in, and it is unique considering who and when will this thing blow off. Meaning, again, I don't see it. It's a lot like any other means of governing, like the police, like wiretaps. It's a matter of if there is a real need and do we use it to protect the public and not invade him.
All right,
or invade his privacy.
So my final question, with just a short amount of time left, is it ethically permissible to choose to follow civilians in other cases, such as to prevent crime or to locate suspects at murder sites?
It's a big philosophical debate. Like when it comes to terrorism, is it ethically possible? We believe so. When it comes to crime, is wiretapping ethical? Depends on the situation. And this is a very, very weird situation. But I would recommend to any one of us citizens to protect our privacy in other means, not believe truly in the government, but just take some precautions. For example, here in Safehouse, we provide our privacy tool for free in the Corona days. There are many other tools out there. Just protect your privacy and make sure that the government works for you, not you working for them.
All right. Liad, thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.